Mike from Zia pulling up slow. GRT tour bus broke down outside town. Now we packed in his ride back through Zia Hatmakers' hometown. Windows up, smoke rolling heavy. Zia on the dome while the whole van cruise. Too much smoke got the boys feeling loose. Moose yells snacks, now the whole crew move. Cheese and crackers got us locked in the groove. Cheese and crackers pass that box around. Crumbs on the seats while the bass line pound. And ox laughing, 508 zoned out. Dubs yelling, what's this about? Mike got the windows fogged thick as soup. Now the whole round table higher than the moon. Cruising through his hometown with the late night grin. Bought generic cheeses in the yellow bin. One bite hit and the room went still. Everybody crunching like it's some five-star meal. Orange dust all over, scally cap brims, talking cap love while the reggae spinning. June 2nd, 7:30 Central. Gentlemen's Roundtable X Zia Hatmakers.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to another amazing episode of Gentlemen's Roundtable. Dubs, you are the man on that.
I was
alone.
nodding my head to that
was
shit.
great. But we're going to go roundtable here. I am Reviews of Moose. I am currently wearing the Storm by our guest tonight, Zia Hatmaker. What about you, Ian?
Nice.
And on box, I'm wearing the Houndstone by our guest.
Nice. Dubs Hat Hub. I'm wearing the Dudley Solo. Don't have a Zia yet, but I'm looking forward to getting one. So, yeah.
I'm First 508 Airborne Chad. I'm wearing the Zia 420. And I got
Nice.
a couple of other Zia caps that I'll be unveiling during the show as well.
All right.
Nice.
And now for our guest. Go ahead, Mike. Take it away.
Hi, everybody. It's good to meet all you. I'm Mike. I own Zia Hatmakers. I love to make hats. It's good to be here with you guys.
Nice.
And I'm say this for the hat I'm wearing. I like to call this one I jokingly call it the Chard Nug, a custom Zia of my own. I've wanted just a black herringbone duckbill, and I can't buy them anywhere, so I decided to just make one. And that's kind of how I got started on my journey, is because I wanted hats that I couldn't purchase anywhere. And I was looking for an outlet. I played music most of my life, and my band split, and I lost my outlet. And, I lost my friends and basically the family, and I didn't know what to do. And so I turned to hat making, and I decided that I wanted to start a hat company. I wasn't terribly happy in my career, so I decided I needed to make a change. And so I started learning to make hats, and then probably around December, I decided that I would go ahead and start working towards getting my LLC and setting up my business. So I went down to the Business Development Center here in town and talked to them and got the steps, and was able to get all my tax IDs and my business license and all of the things I needed to set up to get going. And so I knew that this is what I'm going to do. And right about the time I finished getting all of that set up, I was also preparing to drop the Houndstone. And so my goal was to launch the company on January 1st. And so I didn't sell any hats last year, even though I probably could have sold some hats last year. I didn't want to do it because to me, having it as a legitimate business is really important. The volume that I'm trying to put out and what we're trying to do, we gotta keep it right. And so I guess here we are today.
Yeah. Well, we're glad you're doing it, because you're an awesome artist, man. You're putting out fire.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
And we're glad that you accepted our invite and got on here. I know it's
Most definitely.
You had a ton of stuff going on, and we're just glad you made time to join us on here for the next hour and a half, and we're gonna have some fun.
Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Yes, sirs. Yeah. So,
All right, so I've got a quick question for you. I mean, I usually start off with like how Zia got started and all the other good stuff. But one of my
Right.
questions is, when I got the Storm Cap, it came with this awesome shot glass, and it also came with a sticker. And this sticker,
Yeah.
I wish I had it on me. I'm sure you probably got one there, but I need you to dissect this whole sticker. I mean, it had I think it was the what's the guy's name?
The Bigfoot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I could totally dissect that sticker because that sticker is very much kind of New Mexico
I
humor.
was gonna say it's a lot of
So-
New Mexico stuff.
There's a lot of New Mexico stuff going on in that sticker. Basically, around here, Bigfoot is just, I mean, his ass might as well be walking through Walmart. 'Cause everybody believes in him. It's basically kind of like that. And we have all the UFO phenomenon, Roswell. You know, I got my own thoughts and stuff on that. But I mean, living in New Mexico and seeing some of the weird shit that goes on here is like, it puts a little bit different thinking in your mind. So UFOs and all that stuff is a huge part of New Mexico culture. And the particular gas station is an Allsup's. They're known for having like the badass gut bomb burritos. I mean, if you see an Allsup's and you just like, you guys better stop for a chimney or a burrito, because you might not see another one for a little bit. So basically, he's coming out of the Allsup's, and then the aliens are abducting him. So I was just having fun.
Yeah.
Just kind of a good time.
When I opened it up, I was just like, I'm like, what the hell's going on here? I was like, how? I mean, first of all, my first thought process was, how high were you when you for this to even go through your head? Yeah.
We seem to have a common theme of cryptids on this live stream, man. So.
Yeah. You know what, man? I got a lot of feelings towards cryptids, brother. I do, especially living here, man. And so I don't know. It's a good way for me to channel just wild thoughts and stuff that pop into my imagination. I'm just like, try to get it out there, I guess that's the nature of doing artistic things, is just, you want to get the funny stuff out, and you want to get the serious stuff out, and you just want to get all of it out.
Well, yeah. And another thing is like, you had that QR code on there. And when you scan the QR code,
that was an accident, by the way. And that was actually inspired by my wife. Man, it was good. She was going through some stuff at the hospital and getting unionized. And when they put up all the anti-union propaganda that was just kind of bullshit, she'd go around and slap that QR code over the anti-union QR codes. So if anyone scanned that, they wouldn't get the anti-union propaganda, they'd get that. And so I thought, man, it'd be fun to put that on the back of one of the cards. But for the storm, I'd actually wanted to put Bowman's cat, Neville, the one where he's in a box and he's wearing a storm hat and there's all this lightning. It was just really epic, photo of this cat. And that was what I was going to do. But toying with the idea, I accidentally ordered the one that had the QR code instead. When they showed up and I looked and they had the QR code, I was like, well, I guess it's happening.
Well, I thought it was great. I've always been a joker. When I was working in the parts stores, I had this robotic cricket noisemaker, and what I'd like to do is I would hang it up in the rafters, back in the commercial section, and things like that. So every few minutes, it would chirp like a cricket, and people would be like, "What the fuck's this cricket?" And that son of a bitch would chirp for 3 months at a time before the battery would run out. So. I do enjoy shenanigans, but I enjoy healthy shenanigans. You know what I mean? Where people don't get hurt, nothing gets destroyed.
Yeah.
Obviously I can't do vandalism. So a little bit of shenanigans is good for the soul.
I agree.
All right, Ant, your turn, bud.
Yeah, man. Thanks a lot, Mike. I think it's so awesome when you came bursting on the scene in this community, because you're definitely a breath of fresh air. Not just your caps, but you yourself and your personality. I just wanted to show a couple of your caps. Obviously, I have the Houndstone. I have the Storm as well. It's got the black corduroy. I mean, it's such an awesome cap with just the pin there. And then I also got that the Valentine's Day Massacre. You know, with
The
the well
Massacre, yes.
pin. Yeah, the Massacre with the Tommy gun pin. There's also another awesome cap, and that the calendar and the cop hat pin. Great
I
cap
love the
there. I
pins.
can't wait.
I love the pins on that hat.
Yeah, pins are great. Can't wait
They
for the
really-
nug coming.
Oh, it's
but
on its way, buddy.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's a really unique looking cap.
I sent you some fluffy puff pins with it too.
Nice.
Which I can show those to those who haven't seen them. I like to give goodies in the bag, like Moose had mentioned. I think a lot of that comes from when I would order guitars and shit off Sweetwater. They would send what I like to call case candy. You'll get like stickers and candy and picks and stuff like that, and that was part of the fun. Like you open the guitar and you get your case candy. And so the way that would make me feel when I would open that guitar and I have the case candy, I was like, man, I need to apply that to hats. And so I love to give.
Yeah, I mean, I even got a shot glass. Yeah, I got a shot glass and everything.
I like to think about, what kind of goodies do I want to give out and try to plan that. Right. And then I have a really hard time not telling everyone what I'm going to send.
Yeah. But my first question would be, I have two questions each we're going to do. You ever heard
like the shot glasses?
Yeah, they're awesome.
And these and the nug jar that you had mentioned, Chad, those went out with the nug green herringbones. And honestly, I really didn't make a lot of those caps. I only made a few.
I put it to good use.
I can imagine.
Yeah, so my first question, what came first, the chicken or the egg sort of thing. Yeah. So when you do a cap, do you find the fabric first?
A little bit sucky.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mike? I have a feeling you can't hear me.
Yeah, he'll come back on. Just to give you guys a heads up, who those watching, Mike lives in New Mexico, and he relies on DSL internet. And so he does say that there's periods of time where he doesn't hear to us. So we'll just go ahead and fill it back in until Mike can hear us again. But
you
got us, Mike?
Hear you, buddy.
Okay. All right.
You good, Mike?
I got you guys.
Right.
Internet caught up.
All right. So my question is, when you're doing a hat, do you find the fabric first and then say,
all right.
I want to do it?
Was there a question that I missed while the internet was catching up?
Maybe you can't hear me still. Can you hear me?
Can you hear Ant?
Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear Ant. Ant, on my screen, it shows that he's loading.
Okay.
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 Go somebody else.
Go, Dubs.
So yeah, man. We like he said, we appreciate having you on and everything. We all got mad respect for what you independent hatters are doing right now. I know that that's got to be a hard thing to juggle, with life in general, what it has to throw at you.
I'm still having a hard time hearing you guys.
Okay.
All right. So we'll wait for Mike to get back his audio and everything. And,
yeah, most definitely.
If for those at home that go ahead.
Somebody said he's having UFO interference.
They're coming to take him away.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I can kind of hear you guys now.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Just let us know when you can hear us pretty good there, Mike.
Okay. I can hear you really well.
Okay.
All right.
What about
I haven't been. Ant is still loading on mine.
Can you hear me?
Let's see. And Dub is just frozen, and Chad is just frozen.
All right.
Okay.
What is your question there, Ian? I'll ask.
I don't know.
Yeah. So my question for him is, when he picks does he pick a fabric out first and then do the theme of the cap, or does he think of the theme of the cap and then pick the fabric out from there?
All right. So Ant's question, Mike, is
okay. I kind of caught the last of that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. He's asking, do you pick the fabric, then the cap, or the cap and then the fabric?
For me, it really just depends on like what I want to make. Sometimes I already have the idea in my mind and I'll search for that particular type of fabric. But then in other times I'll just be looking at fabric and I'll see something that catches my eye and I'm like, man, I really need to turn that into a hat. A really good example of that is going to be one of the upcoming caps, which I like to call the mint chocolate chip. I'm planning on releasing a few of these early to try to help raise a little bit of money for my good friend Eric Jecky. He does all of our video work. And so they're going through some pretty intense stuff right now. And so I'll flip this camera so you guys can see this hat. If I can figure out how to do this. Okay. Sorry, I'm not as okay. There it is. I'm not as familiar with the software. So I'm gonna go back camera. Okay.
There we go.
Oh wow.
There we go. So
That's corduroy.
This is one I like to call. Yeah, this one's got some. I'll move it closer. This one's got some brown corduroy,
I like
and
the
then
color.
it's got this really nice, the nice paisley, and the paisley's got some kind of gold in it that you can't really see it on the camera. It's really beautiful. And then this one's got the mint green underneath, and it's actually got a brown leatherette type brim. And this will be the first
like
one with anything that's not
Yeah.
black. And so that's one that's going to come out here this summer, but I will be releasing a few of these early soon through a raffle to help with that benefit.
Very cool.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
So
Yeah, I love the colors
yeah,
on
this
that
is
one.
I like that paisley.
yeah, this is an example of seeing the fabric and then building the hat around the fabric. And the one that really has been one that I've been asked for a lot. Like I've got a lot of different Zias over here that I can show you guys if you want to see them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'll go back to the original. This is the one that kind of started things. Was this with the
The
plaid
skull ones. Yeah.
and the skull. And so this is one that's been definitely sought after, and I don't have the material to mass produce this one. And
I like
so
that.
for this one, I'll make them and I'll give them out, for special circumstances and conditions and various things.
Very cool.
And so that one's an example of knowing the kind of hat that I wanted to make. And then going ahead
Oh,
so kind of the opposite of that, really. All right, and then
That's awesome.
yeah, I can hear you guys pretty decent now. So
Okay.
Good. Okay.
if there's
You
any
can
other
hear me,
questions or
Mike?
things you guys wanted to see, just let me know. I can hear you.
Mike,
Right.
you can hear me?
I can hear
You
you
can hear
now.
me, Mike? Oh, okay. So
Okay.
thanks for the answer. My other question is inner liners. I know we had spoken about that earlier. Are you ever planning on doing any inner liners for the caps, like printing on inner liners? I know you had mentioned that in the
Yes.
past. Is that something that you're able to do or going to
Yeah.
do?
Yeah, that's actually something that I am able to do. During the time that I had gone down to the Business Development Center to set up Zia, I found that there's this really awesome maker space here where they've got this. Basically, it's a screen printer that does sublimation style printing. It's basically the way that Boston prints their inner liners. And so I have access to one of those machines that I'll be able to print inner cap liners the same way that Boston does. And it's the same type of machine that, prints all of the dust bags and all of those kind of things. And so there's one at the community college that I have access to and can use. I just haven't had time to go down there and do it. The first cap that I actually am planning to use it on is an Antox cap. And have discussed that, and that's something I want to do once I've got enough time that I can actually get down there and see the machine and kind of test it and see how that works. And then there's
Nice.
also that I have to digitize the pattern for the actual inner liners, because I'll need a digital version of that so I can take it into Photoshop and move things around and edit it in such a way that when it sews together, the image looks okay. And there's a lot of other stuff like that behind the scenes that is part of that, but I'm ready to tackle that. So that's going to be that kind of stuff won't be a problem.
Yeah, I think that's we had this discussion on the Boston Scally episode, like how important is an inner liner? And obviously a cap's a cap. You don't see the inner liner, but a lot of times that inner liner just is the finishing touch. You know what I'm saying? For me, at least, the inner liner does that finishing touch.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and it depends on the inner liner and the type of material used.
It's not like that thing that sticks on your head, that sticks on your bald head,
Yeah, and there's some that do, like, as I got into caps a lot because I'm getting older, so I don't got as much hair. It seems to be migrating. I don't know where it's going. I have ideas, but
join the club, man.
Yeah.
Join the club. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And I've
Mine
always
all moved
just,
down to my chin.
it took me a long time to get to the, yeah, see, I think that's where mine's going. And it took me a long time to like get to the point where, I could run around with like absolutely no hair and be okay with it. And
Yeah.
that's just, one of those hard self-realizations, mental health, things like that. And so it took a long time to get comfortable. And so I gravitated towards hats hard. I really did, because I was, feeling a certain way about my self-image, because, I'm getting older and I'm getting these spots, where it's coming to my chin and I don't know how to deal with it. But I mean, that's my
I
own
got
inner
lucky with that
struggles.
because I got lucky with that because I was always a hat guy. Ever since I was a little kid, I had all the starter caps, and I always wore caps.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe that's
Me
why
too.
I
I've
went
always
for
worn caps too.
Well,
Same
yeah,
here.
and
Me
I always
too.
wore caps myself.
Yeah.
And then I actually had hair for a while. Then I played this prank on my brother where we were drinking Cokes, we're guzzling Cokes, and I shaved this part of my head bald. So I had the U-top, and I had a hat on, and we was going to guzzle it, and I took it off, and it never grew back. I never got it there.
It's really funny. I always call it the Picard haircut, the Captain Picard haircut. And I did that. I did that when I was a kid to try to buy alcohol, and it worked, because you know what I mean. It's like everyone's like, because he's got this fucking huge like big bald spot, there's no way he's under 21. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to give anybody ideas.
You
Don't
should have
fucking take it like
drawn
that.
some liver spots or something up there to just really sell it.
To really sell it. No, it was good enough. Like I had just enough chin nubs and mustache nubs at that age where, it was cool. They didn't question it.
Yeah.
I mean, this was the 90s, so it's like the 90s were different than they are now.
My boy Moose is trying to make excuses for male pattern baldness, man. That's all that is.
Yeah. Well,
I had the kid at Hippies
kid I
for
went to high
parents
school
that
with.
used to force me to have long hair, and so as soon as I got old enough to start doing my hair myself, I started shaving my head. So when I started losing my hair in my 40s, it didn't really bug me. I always
Me
had
too. I
short hair
shaved my head bald when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I wanted to look like Everlast or Michael Jordan or somebody.
Yeah,
I played drums in a punk band, so I was shaving my head very young. So
Yeah. And see, it started affecting me because, like, I graduated high school with the mohawk, and I got married with the mohawk, and now I don't have enough hair to have a mohawk, and it's like,
what you got to do is like what Hawk from the Road Warriors did, and just do the double hawks on the side.
yeah, you know what? That's not a bad idea. But I don't know, man. I like having it shaved
Just
now.
have them joined in the back.
Yeah.
I had a kid that was going bald when we were in high school. He had that round spot in the back of his head right here.
Yeah,
And I always like, I used to call him, like, I was like, "What are you, Jewish? Because you got a built-in yarmulke, you know?" And
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was a couple in high school, man. I didn't start going until middle of college.
That's rough when you lose your hair in high school or something.
High school,
man.
I had a friend that happened
that's
to.
rough.
Yeah,
it is rough.
That's rough.
Dang.
You're up.
All right,
Dub.
Dubs, your turn.
All right. What's one thing you wish more people understood about independent hat makers? I know that you guys are doing the business thing. The stresses of life. Some of you guys are even working full-time jobs, man. So a lot of people don't understand those things. So yeah.
Good question. Good question.
Yeah.
That's a really, really good question. And that you actually answered a lot of that question in your question. A lot of people don't understand that a lot of the independent hat makers do work full-time jobs. And I've seen recent things happening in the community that I won't comment on, but working a full-time job is difficult.
Yeah,
it is. And for me, it came to a point where I was working a full-time job as a
he's out.
He's out.
He got taken
Aaron,
by the aliens.
I'm gonna go ahead and take a couple things on Aaron. Yes, we can see your comments on here, buddy. I didn't know if I missed one or not. You want to go ahead and type it back in? Mike gets done doing the
alien invasion.
Yeah, I hope he's not he's clutching his chest. He's not having a. Oh man,
exactly.
If you want, while we're waiting for him to come back, I could show off my 3 Zia caps here.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got this beautiful 420 cap from him. I did a review on this thing, man. This thing is really cool. I also have this one here made out of Digicam, came with the Army logo on it. I really like this one too. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Leatherette rim. The quality of hats are really nice. They've got the satin liner inside. They're very comfortable.
Yeah, that is nice. Fits on your head nice.
Yeah, and of course, my face. Oh yeah, they fit great. They really mold to your head well too. This is the first 508 airborne cap he sent me with my unit logo on it. Really cool quality stuff.
Yeah.
Very happy with it.
Chad, how do you think he found that pin with your unit logo on it?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. That's one of the things I wanted to ask him. I was shocked that our unit was called the First 508 Red Devils, and it's a little devil with a rifle and a parachute. And the fact that he found that, I wanted to ask him because I actually wanted to buy a couple more of them.
There you go. Here's a funny comment, Chad. What? You were like a little kid in a candy store when you unboxed yours.
Yeah. That's kind of how I felt, because it was a total surprise when he was sending me. He said he was going to send me something, and I didn't expect what he sent, and then I didn't expect 3, so it was. It was.
You were all smiles, man, for sure.
Yeah. At first, I was like, I didn't know if he was just taking the. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes back.
Yeah.
There he is.
Welcome back, brother.
The last image, you were like Fred G. Sanford, man. You were holding the heart.
Hey, sorry about that, guys.
I'm coming.
My phone got so hot that it fucking shut itself off. So I've literally I'm holding against this ice pack to cool it down. And it's actually working. So I'm back.
Nice.
What kind of cousin Randy stuff you got going on out there?
Dude, it's New Mexico, bro. It's hotter than the devil's anus out here.
I know it is.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this ice pack handy.
I work for a major cable communications company, and anytime it gets about that time of year, right now, Arizona, I'm like, oh, I know we got to turn the fans on, keep that thing about 74 degrees. If not, we're going to be getting calls all day.
Yeah. I remember when I grew up a lot in Phoenix too. When my parents divorced when I was young, I was probably 2nd or 3rd grade. We moved to Phoenix until I was old enough to drive myself to Colorado. And we would just not go out during the day. It's just like, once it hits those months, you just don't. Unless you have to, you go early in the morning or late in the evening. Yeah. You don't want to be caught out at like 1 o'clock.
So we got the opposite here. We got like a humid hot, man, and y'all got the dry stuff going on.
Yeah, so. I got the humid too in Northeast.
Yeah, it's been in Minnesota because all the water's very humid.
Yeah. So, while I was gone, like my family was watching the stream, and I did hear your question, Chad, about where I found the Red Devil's pin. So for the Red Devil pin, up until COVID, I worked 2 jobs. I worked as a delivery driver for Papa John's, and I also worked at a surplus store called The Bunker. And that was really cool. So I just kind of went into my old job and found it. It was just right there with all the pins, plucked it off the shelf. And then they also have ripstop. We do the name tapes for local service members because there's not really an embroidery service here in town. So that's something that we also provide. And we just traded some name tape work for picking up some of those. We ended up doing a trade basically, picking up some of the actual ripstop material. So
wow, that's crazy that the pin was actually in the surplus. So
my internet, I just switched it to Wi-Fi because this DSL is definitely not working.
All right, you're good.
Cool.
You're good.
Cool.
You're good now.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's an authentic New Mexico
I can see all
experience.
You guys now.
I think Dubs, maybe you were finishing off a question, Dubs.
Worked in surplus, and so I went into the store and just plucked it off the other pins, bought it, and easy peasy.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, if he
wants, I knew you had to have it. I'm like, man, there's.
Oh, can you hear us, Mike?
Okay, I can hear you.
Repeat that last little bit you said.
Oh yeah, so basically, I was just able to just find it on there on the shelf with the rest of the pins that were in that surplus store. There's stuff for all kinds of units, mini units. People can come in and they can get replacements for service medals, dog tags, things like that. And so we just kind of did some wheeling and dealing and trading because we do the name tape work for some of the local service members. There's not a lot of embroidery service here. So they go to the surplus store when they want that, and then just bring it out here to us, and we take care of that.
Cool.
And there was a comment in the chat that was probably one of the most thoughtful gestures I've ever seen. That was well done. That was pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it was.
Absolutely.
For sure.
I knew it needed it, man. I was like, I want to send him a hats that, like, you know, that he's gonna really like, and that
Well, you
that was really
definitely
my
did
only
that.
thought. Just
Yeah.
do
I
something.
loved all
Just
three,
do something
man.
nice, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he's-
remember
And
I remember when you reached out to me in chat and you were like, "Yeah, this one I want to do." I was like, "Hey," I was like, "He's gonna love it." I was like, and then I gave you his address,
Cool.
and that was all it took after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That was very, very
and
thoughtful. I very,
I'm
very
really glad you
thankful
liked
for
him,
it.
my friend.
Yeah,
I'm really
I
glad
loved
you
them.
like 'em.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sent me the fabrics in
I
Messenger.
would have had him
He's like,
sooner.
"Did you like these?" I'm like, yeah, he loved it.
Yeah. So the first two we made, I discovered that the ripstop is like, it does not give.
Yeah.
Like, so I made them from the correct size pattern, but after sewing everything together, it measured as a small. And so we got a couple of those sitting here that, you know, given to a family member. And so I've got them here still, but anyway, yeah, it didn't work as well as I thought, but once I kind of figured that out, I was able to adjust the patterns a little bit, and it was no problem.
What do you do? Just
Challenges
size
of
up
hat making.
size up a little bit.
Yeah, I just size up the pattern a little bit. And so I've got a specific pattern now for those types of ripstop hats, considering maybe a Veterans Day, but I mean, it's hard to say if I'll get to it this year. But I definitely want to put out some
pretty tough stuff too.
Yeah.
it's a harder material to work with. You'd think that it wouldn't be, but honestly it is. It's tough just because of the nature of the ripstop.
Yeah.
It doesn't really give, but that's okay because that's what you want.
Because I was stationed in warm weather assignments, all my uniforms were made out of that. So
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep.
And Dubs, what was your other question, bud?
Well, I mean, if he wanted to finish up on the first one, he can, or I can go to the second one, either one. I'll make the second one short. Just the name Zia. Where did it come from? I'll make that quick and short.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
The name Zia is basically based off our state symbol. Our state symbol is the Zia. It's an ancient symbol. It symbolizes the whole cycle of life, and it symbolizes the seasons, the rising and the setting of the sun. There's a lot behind it, and so it just felt natural to me to call it Zia.
Cool.
And then it shows some love to New Mexico because I mean it's our state flag. I was born here. I live here.
Yeah.
So
nice.
yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, my next door neighbor lived in Albuquerque for a while, and he saw the intro, and he's like, "Yo, that dude's from New Mexico." I'm like, "How'd you know that from the intro?" He's like, "From the name." He goes from the name and the symbol. You know?
Yeah,
Well, see,
I'm like, "Oh
100%.
shit, that's New Mexico."
I put the
Yeah, you
symbol
see it,
in the
it's-
sun, but I
it's
didn't
New
really
Mexico.
realize that. So yeah.
The symbol in the sun
Yeah.
was something I
Yeah.
didn't recognize till after he mentioned it. Then I saw it
Yeah.
on the playback. That was a
Yeah.
nice touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, the symbol is the sun, and it represents the whole cycle of life and death, the seasons, just the eternal cycle that governs.
That's
all
cool,
of
man.
us.
Learn something new every
In the
day.
world.
Really, I learn new shit on this show
Mhm.
every day. Every time we do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Most time it's useless
It's cool.
knowledge, but yeah, it's we do learn
Yeah,
something.
well, this-
yeah, 100%.
And if he wanted to touch on the first one, he can. Or if you guys want to move on, just
I don't know
whatever.
if you remember what the hell the first one was at this point.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I understand that.
it was just what's one thing you wish more people understood about independent hat makers?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, that's
Yeah.
that's what we're talking when my phone died.
Yeah.
The other thing too is dropping shit. Is that it's a lot of times it seems like the same names are picked over and over again. And in the reality, like this is just one example. I found that maybe less than 6% of the population wears a size 55 to 56 centimeter. So you're going to get a lot of those same names, and it goes the same on the other side of the spectrum as well with your 2 and your 3Xs. There's considerably less requests for those kinds of things and those sizes. And then the most ones is large and extra large. Over 60% of people submitting for caps, which is over half, are between size 58 and size 60. That's only 2 centimeters. You know what I mean? That's 60% of the population. And so a lot of the same names that we're seeing, in these draws come up over and over again. Those are in the outlying sizes. Those are your smalls. Those are your 2Xs, your 3Xs, and in some cases mediums, because my mediums only go up to like 57. So, a lot of those, the sizings and the availability, it's like I don't use a factory. You know what I mean? Everything we have and everything made is in this room. I'll kind of show you the studio real quick, actually, while I'm in here, because I decided to come over here.
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right, we'll give you a tour. You can kind of see what we do here at where the work environment, I guess you could say. So here's the back camera. This is just kind of where during the day I cut. I just got myself a table set up, and got some old Zias. We got a lot of different Zias that if you guys have any particular Zia you want to see, I can pull it. And then, moving over, we got like the t-shirt press. We've got some prototype 4th of July hats over here.
Cool.
But then we've got, and I like to use a large table for this because I've got my t-shirt press, which I use, of course, to press the t-shirts. And I do all of that in-house. Like, I don't send off for them. And then, I've been packing nugs, so I've got a whole box of these fluffy puff pins, and this is actually a 2-pin set. You got this guy here, and then you flip it, and then
I can't wait to put that in the cap.
you got his
That's another
opposite
thing. You've
over
got those
here.
cards. They're so cool.
Yeah, I like to put them onto cards.
Yeah, that's a nice touch.
Yeah.
And then, so we come along down this way, and some of the, I put the money I make from the hats back into the company. So like here I've set up a nice workstation with 2 singers, and then we've got our embroidery machine over here, and this thing is currently set up making Zias. And so right now it's got the ones for the 4th of July kind of loaded on it, and it's been cranking out some Zias for the 4th of July caps.
Dude, that's awesome.
And then
and
then we come over. I've got my work computer and station, and then we've also got another station over here with a really nice Bernina, and this is where Ma likes to work. And then so we've got some 4th of July caps here that are in the process, and then I'm working on this set over here. So I've got stacks of shells over here, and these are all just kind of in process. There's no liner, there's no bill. It's basically just all the panels sewn together, and I'm putting the buttons on.
That's the first time we've seen something like that.
Come over.
Yeah.
And then I've got the 4th of July cap in hand, but then it goes, further back because we do a lot. And so we've got this other area through this room filled with things. And then we come into where like a lot of the stuff is. This is where I keep the fabrics and the t-shirts. So as I come up here, I see this box, and this is Houndstone. And then like I've got Root Beer Barrel, which is a prototype, Massacre, this mint chocolate chip. There's something funky in this box right here. There's fabric in that box.
I see some of that.
I come down. And then I come down, and I've got all of my t-shirts, because as I've been selling shirts, what I've been doing is I've been trying to build up a stock of them, so that way as they're ordered, I can press them and send them. And then, through my shelvings, I've got different templates and liners and stickers, and like this one right here is filled with Rabbit Road pins, Storm pins, Volcano pins. This box right here is basically transfers, like shirt transfers. This is the Rabbit Road shirt transfers.
Oh, I like that, yeah.
And so I keep them all in these. I mean, I'm just gonna stick it back in there. Well, I guess not. But I like to keep them all organized and in the boxes. And then we come down and we've got other things like nug jars and shot glasses, which are not on the site yet, but I do have some. And this is the fun stuff right here. This is where I get lost in Wonderland. Is as I come down here, there's just absolutely gobs and gobs and gobs of fabric to choose from because it's, my mother worked for Benina and was a quilter. She taught classes. So through the years, there's a ton of fabric that we've kind of built up in all different colors and shapes. So a lot of times when I just want to make something fun, I'm able to come out here and, it's just loaded. And so I've got some of this, which I really love. It's similar to the Houndstone, but it's kind of a mossy green.
So who's the super organized one who has this set up so nicely?
A team effort, man.
Nice. Dude, you guys looks like you guys have everything set up pretty good. I like that.
We're trying to do our best. And so now we have another cutting station out here because a lot of times I'm cutting panels and shit, and we may need a liner cut or something, or we may need a bilk pocket or any other thing cut. So there's another a separate second station out here in case auxiliary cutting needs to happen. So that brings me to this one. This is actually going to be the next Zia to come out. This is called the Tea Party. It's a lightweight kind of summer hat.
Nice.
And we've got brown cotton in the front, and then we have like wood type panel as you go around.
It looks like aged wood. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And then you got this one, which is a distressed canvas. It looks kind of like a sail.
Yeah.
And then you got your brown cotton in the back. And then underneath the cap,
that's nice.
You've got your colonial stars on your bill pocket, red silk liner, and then we have our 4th of July tag. And so this will be the next hat coming out, Tea Party. This one's a collaboration with Pinheads.
Oh yeah.
So,
that's really cool.
None of us had any idea of this. He dropped this at home right now.
Well,
of course.
So impressive. I thought I knew shit.
So of course they're in process, and if you guys would like, I'm at a point where I can reveal the pin that goes with that hat.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
So the hat was built for the pin. I saw the pin design before I started making the cap. Let me see if I can get the camera to get it.
Man, I really like those red, white, and blue hats too. Those are super cool.
Yeah.
See if I can just put this in front of the camera. The camera sucks. I'll have to take a photo.
Is he throwing the tea over? He's throwing the tea overboard. Or?
Yeah, he's throwing the tea overboard. My camera isn't focusing on it.
Yeah.
But I can post some stuff soon. You'll see this in more detail. And so the idea for the cap was to make it like a ship. Like you're throwing the shit in the harbor. You know what I mean? The man is standing there and he's throwing the crate, and I'm like, he needs to be standing on the deck of the ship. And so in my mind, the hat was the ship. And so a lot of people
give you a fist bump for that. That's really cool.
That
was
very impressive, man. Yes.
And seeing all those fabrics, that stockpiles fabrics. I mean, I don't know if you're into music or not, but Mike D, when they were doing Paul's Boutique, he actually went to a local New York record store and just bought, I think he said over 1,000 records. And that's how they got the samples off of Paul's Boutique.
That's crazy. That's a legendary album. Game changer right there.
Yeah. So that when you posted all those fabrics, that reminded me of that. Like he just stockpiled it all and then he just used it all for,
I think a lot of people think it's like a guy in his room with a sewing machine, and you just basically saw this. It's a lot more than that. Yeah,
that's super cool.
A lot more involved.
This is like a GRT field trip, man. This is awesome. Dude. I love this. Yeah.
Oh,
definitely.
That was when he showed us that. I was expecting it to be just like one room. He's reconnected here now. But
hey man, of all the types of videos we do, these right here are my absolute favorite, where we're talking to the guys that actually make the hat as opposed to just the big hat companies. I mean, I just find it so interesting just seeing where they were, kind of the process and everything. I love that stuff.
Hey, that felt like it just kept going and going. I'm like, wait, there's another room?
The bounce off mooses.
I'm reconnecting, guys. I do apologize.
No problem.
No, man. No.
Yeah, no, not at all.
We just keep the conversation going until you come back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just saying to
All
them that these are
I
my
can hear you
favorite
now.
types of shows that we do, where we talk to guys like you that actually make the hats, and you show us, your studio and how you do it. I just find that whole part fascinating.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah,
100%.
it's even really cool seeing the
It's
caps,
definitely
partially made and stuff like that too,
fun.
and just kind of seeing the process.
And what were you saying, Dubs?
We were talking about music. He said that he was a musician.
I lost
I was
audio.
curious what kind of music he played, man.
Oh,
yeah. I think he might have been in a punk band too.
Yeah, he said he had a mohawk, so maybe he played
You guys
punk
hear Dubs?
like I did.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was cool.
Dude, that was cool.
He dropped that.
Yeah.
I see. To everybody watching, I had something else, and he showed us something else he was dropping tonight, and he did not tell us about this Boston Tea Party thing, which is the next one. So he
I want one of those. Those are so cool. Those red, white, and blue caps are really cool.
I'm adding them back now.
You surprised us all with that,
All right. Sorry, guys. I was neglecting my ice pack when I was moving around. Truthfully.
Before we continue, I got some questions in the chat here.
Yeah,
100%. I'm ready.
All those ones that you're just now shown, what are those all going to be for raffle and everything? Or is that how we're going to do that? And what time frame can we see that?
Well, as far as those mint chocolate tips, I would prefer to make those to size, so that way whoever wins the raffle will have the cap made to their size. And so normally, the big thing about me, I've only ever done pre-order type feeling things once when I was trying to launch the t-shirts. But a lot of people get frustrated with me because they're like, how can I pay you? When can I pay you? How do I pay you? But I send an invoice when I'm ready, and I don't send an invoice until there's a cap in a box ready to go. For me, that's important. I'm not going to sell something that I don't have in my hand. So...
And I appreciate when you take all the pictures with all the names on the boxes. I think that's pretty sweet. You do that because it does give you that suspense. Like, okay, I'm on page 3 and I haven't seen my name yet.
Yeah, and for that one, I just wanted to come up with a fun way to do it that wasn't just posting a list of names on Facebook.
We were in awe by you showing your warehouse there. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Man, forget our questions, dude. That was great. Yeah.
There was one question I saw on there that made me kind of chuckle. It was coffee or tea, and I just kind of chuckled because Mountain Dew, man, all day. No coffee, no tea, no water.
No, Mike, there was a hat you had shown originally. You said it was the part of the 250 hat or 4th of July hat. That had you had one that had the
red, white, and blue ones.
Yeah.
Those are cool on the table. Yeah, I like those.
If you want to see a little bit closer on those again, let me come back over to them.
Don't leave the ice pack.
Both those and the Tea Party cap were very cool.
I'm nice and cold now. So this one was one. When I started making these 4th of July caps, I wanted to have some options. You know what I mean? I didn't want to just say, this is the hat and this is what it's going to be because I made it like this and that's how it has to be. That's a terrible attitude. So I wanted to make some options. So I made that one, and then I made this one, which is I'm gonna wear this one on the 4th.
That's nice,
dude. That's badass, man.
I also made really this one.
I like that one.
I think I'm going to do something like this one next year because I really
cool
I love this one because it's got the colonial flag. But then this is actually like a home deck material. So this is not going to be your soft plaid. This shit's going to feel like your rug. So it's got some texture. But that's American grit. You know what I mean? We're Americans. In a way, we're like carpet. We're tough. Fucking sure, we get walked on, but you know what? It takes a lot to wear a hole in us.
Yeah.
Then we got the red, and then we got these again, and then of course the same under bottom and tag as the Tea Party.
Nice.
So that are those. There's another hat that's coming up soon as well that I'll show you guys. This one's called the Guildmaster.
That was the one that Yeah.
I've been wearing the shit out of this one. So
that
it's,
Guildmaster has some like role playing.
Yeah, like in
D&D.
D&D. Like
I grew up playing that.
Exactly. It's fun shit. And like I always loved JRPGs, Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger, anything by Square. I loved it.
Sure.
And so this was kind of based on that, because I was like, the panels.
Cheese and crackers.
That's all right. I'm happy just seeing it.
Yeah.
That's the one that he told me he was going to drop tonight. So I had no idea about the Tea Party. So I've been seeing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask
pin
about
for
the
that.
artwork.
It's like a D20 pin or something like that. That would be pretty good.
Yeah.
And he showed me a really nice graphic of the Guildmaster, like sitting there making all the caps. So it's that one is the bomb, man. I thought that was going to be.
Dude,
so I think that's right after the Tea Party. Though.
I don't know, man. After I saw that Tea Party cap, man, that was really cool.
Yeah,
and that's what you can wear year round because of the colors.
His inbox is blowing up right now, dude. He's getting so many messages.
Oh yeah, I guarantee it.
Yeah, and 100 of the messages are from Brian Lipp. He messages me 100 times.
I want to get around.
Brian Lipp's going to be standing outside his house tomorrow.
Yeah, and he's sitting there scratching. He's going through withdrawals.
Did you see when John Weary said that he remembers the Boston Tea Party?
I put that on the bottom. I was like, I remember the Boston Tea Party. There it is.
All right.
Dude,
sorry,
the
guys.
Civil War, man. Nah.
But so
Hey, for that Guildmaster cap, you need a D20 pin for it.
actually, the pin is a mimic.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Try to get it close enough to see.
The chest? Yeah, nice.
It's actually
the mimic is a monster. For those who don't know, the mimic's a monster that can make itself look like a chest. When you go to open it, it eats you.
Yep. And so the Guildmaster pin is a mimic. It came out really, really, really good. I'll take some more detailed pictures of it and post it. I think out of all the pins I've made, I'm really the most proud of that one.
Well, and I'll be honest with you, Mike. I'm sure your message box on Facebook and everything's probably getting overwhelmed right now. But that's probably not helping the chance of your phone cooling down either.
No, and it's honestly like I can't. My phone, since I started Zia, my phone doesn't last a day anymore. Yeah, it does blow up a lot, and I don't mind because I love to talk to people. You know what I mean? I love to connect with the community because, I mean, shit. It's my people. It's my tribe, you know?
Yeah.
So,
that Tea Party hat and pin is so cool. I'd love to be able to get a chance at one of those.
Dude, I love the Tea Party cap too, man. The Tea Party cap is awesome, dude.
And so on those, it's going to be similar to the Massacre. And I know that there were some issues and stuff with the Massacre. I didn't pick any names.
Is that the Art the Clown hat?
No, it was did you see the Massacre, Chad? I got one here. Yeah, Ant was showing it earlier. But
it's
that one there.
That's the Massacre. It's the Valentine's Day Massacre. It's based off that shooting back in the.
Oh, that's cool too. I like that.
Yeah. There's that
What's
one.
the pin you have on there?
Sorry, I missed that question.
The pin is that's like a calendar of when the massacre took place. The date, February 14th. What was it? 1929. Then there's a cop pin. These are all from Whale Pinion and a Tommy gun. Those were Whale Pinion pins that just came out there.
Mm-hmm. And so, like, I'm doing the same approach where when I do the collaboration, I don't choose names or anything like that. The person I'm doing the collaboration with that's up to them to choose and spin or however they do it. Because for me, I'm providing the hats. You know what I mean? Because I want to work with some awesome ass companies that are out there. Yeah. So I try to separate myself from that a little bit in all collaborations, just because it's hard to explain, man. I can't put it into words, but that's just kind of what I do. I don't choose the names on collaborations.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Here's a good thing. If you send the Tea Party with dust bags, you can call them tea bags. That's John Leary for you.
That's hilarious.
Man, John.
So, I mean, I guess just let me know what.
Oh, God.
Dude needs to hit the road with this act, man. He's
Well,
yeah.
I've actually got something really neat to send out with the Tea Party caps. Um, Again, it's like Zia's not just one person, it's not just two people, it's a community. And
Yeah.
so for the Tea Party caps, Troy Workman had actually got some really awesome Zia Hatmakers bottle openers that he ordered. And I'm going to send those out to go with the Tea Party hats. Because I mean, it's the
Awesome.
4th of July, man. You got to have something to open your beer with. Shit.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I remember when he came out with the Houndstone, and Bobby, he's the one that did the music at the beginning. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, Bobby did the music, and like
Yeah.
in the beginning, my intention was to only use music from my friends and from local bands, and I've been so busy, I haven't been able to really get in touch with them and say, "Yo, let me use your shit," and like,
Yeah.
how do I credit you, and then kind of make that happen. And Eric has been wonderful, just picking up and making videos and stuff, and that way I can focus on what I need to do. And it's always a surprise when I get a video from him. I watch it and then I just fucking smile, because it was just kind of, I love it. It's a wonderful feeling seeing that it creates someone else's art. That maybe the hats have inspired someone to go on there and create something on their own based on how the hat makes them feel. And that's exactly why I make hats. And so seeing that affect my friends and see them, making art, and especially art for Zia, is touching. It means a lot to me.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, Eric's made me a few videos too, and just out of nowhere, he doesn't ask for anything in return, and he's such a great dude, and
He
the
really,
way he
truly
gets
is.
into it, yeah, it makes you feel really good. I mean, he spends a lot of time on those things too. There was one time he wanted to kill me because he was up to like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I kept scratching it and trying to do something else, and then I wound up just taking clips of his stuff and doing something else with it. He's like, "You fucker!"
I just send it, man. Every time I'm just like, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Every time I did, but we were on a different wavelength once, and then I send him a couple of shirts, bro, because I felt bad. But he does great, man. He's awesome.
I always send him shit, man. He's like my brother in another state. Like, I wish I could be there hanging out. And
we have a lot of those, man. It's a great community. It really is.
It really truly is. It really, truly is.
Yes.
So how far would you like to take this? I mean, your company, would you like to make it like really big, or do you want to keep it small, or
I would love to make it really big. The only issue, like I said, is I want to keep it American made, and I'd like to create jobs in my community. So the hardest part is being able to figure out what balance, so I can give fair and equitable pay and do all of these things. But I don't want to price the hats to where, they're not attainable except for like people who can shell out some bucks for them. I want to make them I want to keep them on point with the China hats, because, not only is that what's become normal for pricing in hats, but, it's, you can't compete with that, especially when you're putting volume out, you know what I mean? The advertising, the corporate structuring. So I don't really think about it. I just kind of make my hats that I love, and I try to make as many as I can so I can share them with everyone. And I want to grow to be that size, but I want to do it the right way, And I don't want to do it. And I don't want to do it through like going to the bank and borrowing a shitload of money, because that's not the right way to do it. That just puts myself in debt, and that wouldn't be smart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I got a question in the chat for this is not the first time it's been asked, but can you show the Tea Party one more time?
Yes, I can. I've actually got it right here.
I'm happy to see it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll
I probably wouldn't ask
again.
the question if I didn't want to see it again.
So here's a couple of the bottle openers too. Actually, I got some of these handy now. So there's a couple of the bottle openers that Troy is sending. They're great. Here's
Dude,
the
I love that
Party.
hat. The colors are so cool.
Yeah, and they come in all. There's all colors too. That's just a couple.
Oh.
So here's the Tea Party again. So we've got our brown cotton, and so this one was a lightweight summer cap, and then we got the aged wood, and that's also a cotton.
Nice.
Our distressed canvas sail, and then 2 panels of brown cotton in the back. The squatchy is made out of the same distressed canvas as the the side panels. I like to call this one number 3 and number 6. I tend to number my panels so that way I can keep track of what's what.
I love the colors together.
And let's take a look here. Yep. And then the bottom, of course, silky liner. I considered a cotton liner, but I don't know. I really like the silky.
Yeah.
It feels nice on my shavedness.
Yeah, I like them too.
Yeah.
And Chris from Boosted Brims tuned in. He said hello.
What's up, Chris?
What's going on?
Think Mike might froze again.
40 of those.
Chris was the first one to show us around.
That's all right. We got a still shot of the cap there. We can keep drooling over.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Did he say when it was dropping? Did he say when it was like actually dropping?
No, but we're gonna ask.
Slowing down on my end again.
There you go.
Mike, when is that dropping, that cap?
As soon as it's ready. As soon as it's ready, I'm going to send a box of 40. As soon as it's ready, I'm sending 40 of them to Pinheads, and then,
okay. You know. And so Pinheads is going to sell them on the site?
Yeah, Pinheads is going to take care of all of that and the distribution. I'm going to make the caps, and I'm going to just go ahead and just send them. You know what I mean? I think
that'd be similar to what he did with the JMW Halloween cap, I guess. A similar thing.
Yeah, and that's how I asked to do it myself.
Yeah.
Because that'll give me the time to kind of catch up a little bit, because I won't have to worry about packing 40 boxes and shipping all of them out and all of these things. And so it's really helpful to me to be able to just send them all 40 to Pinheads directly and just do it that way. That way I can continue on. I've got some really sweet ideas for Halloween that I'm not even going to share right now. But I know.
It gives us another reason to have him on the show.
Yeah.
I mean, I was going to say we have sweet ideas for Halloween. Halloween's going to be a banger on GRT, so you got to come back. You
know it, dude. I'm ready.
It's my favorite holiday.
It's my favorite holiday too. And actually, I got the keys to the house on Halloween. My wife and I bought a house.
Nice.
Fairly recently, and we got our keys on Halloween. Awesome. And so we got together and had all of our friends come over to our home, and it was completely empty. There was nothing in the house, but and we all went trick-or-treating. And then November 1st, we started moving, and I started working at O'Reilly's. That was a scary situation because we just got into the house, and then I'd stopped working at Papa John's.
O'Reilly's?
Yeah, I worked there for years, man. Yeah. I worked at an Ultra Hub in the Four Corners, really big store. So it's not like your typical O'Reilly's that you walk into, man. It's like this fucking place is the size of Walmart in the back. You know what I mean?
Industrial size.
Yeah.
So it wasn't your normal O'Reilly's. So that was a stressful job, but I loved it. I missed my friends and my team that I worked with.
And the discount for parts.
Yeah.
Dude, that was the big thing for me. And during the time I worked there, I built a couple of things. I had a 94 Talon TSI, probably about 450 horsepower, fast as shit. And I turned around and sold it. And I used the money that I got from selling it to buy an old Stingray. So I've got a classic Stingray just chilling in the garage. And while I was working at O'Reilly's, I was buying all the parts for it. And so I haven't had time to even touch it. It's been sitting there 2 years, but I've been working so much. 76.
Okay. Cool.
So it still has the flat back window. This is before they moved to the bubble in 78. So that's the one I've been looking for since I was a kid. Like Hot Wheels I got that are the most beat up and worn out are the Stingrays. So
sweet.
It was cool to be able to buy that, and I got a really good deal on it. So that's just, I don't know, culmination of a dream. And it was really helpful to work at O'Reilly's to be able to get the shit I needed to put that together.
Cool. Yeah, my one of my dreams is to get my dad's 68 Chevelle, man. Get a gold 68 Chevelle, and I want to get one. I'll paint it gold, but I just want to get a 68 Chevelle.
I had a 67.
Have his first car, I want to do that.
Goals, man, goals.
I had a 67 Chevelle.
Nice.
That's sick, man. Goals.
Yeah.
Goals.
Absolutely. Always got to have them.
Yeah.
I had an 84 Grand Marquis that I jumped railroad tracks with and lost the hubcaps.
Dude, those fucking things are no joke, dude.
Yeah, man.
I've owned a couple of police auction cars too. Those are pretty fun to own.
The Interceptors, yeah. It's fun when they got when you can put the beans on it and they got some fucking room in the pedal. Especially on wide open New Mexico highways, man.
They usually get rid of those at about 70,000 miles. So you pick them up, they're still in great shape. They have the full service record with them and stuff. And you're basically only competing with the cab companies when they're bidding on them. So,
yeah.
All right. Let's see. I'm trying to look see what's on next on the agenda here. Did any of you guys have any other questions for him? Personal questions?
I mean, do you ever do customs, or you're just gonna do runs on caps? Because customs, I know Chris Boosie was saying it slows them down a lot. He was saying recently, is that something that
it really, really, really does, and that's kind of part of why I'm as behind as I am, is because I want to do a bunch of customs for friends and to send as gifts and things like that, and so the customs really take a huge chunk out of the time. So I think going forward, after I finish this batch of customs, I'm going to do considerably less. I'm going to be very rare. I can't get the volume out that I need when I'm focusing on customs. It's better to just be able to sit and cut and start assembling.
I have a quick question for you, if you don't mind.
From the volume, of course.
Yeah.
Do you only do 8-panel duckbills, or are you working on any other styles like flat caps or anything like that, or do you just basically stick with the 8 panels?
Yeah, I was curious of that too. Yeah.
Yeah, for now I'm sticking with the 8 panels. I do want to make flats, but I personally love ducks, and currently there's really only one other source to get ducks, and so I want to kind of fill that hole in that void. You know what I mean? Because right now there's really truly only one other place to get a duck,
and they're not doing it good right now. I'll be honest.
So I'm just trying my best to make the best ducks I can because I love them. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna catch me wearing a Boston because I love them. They're comfortable.
Yeah. Well, I've got something that I really like a lot. The problem is just the sizing issue.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm lucky in that regard because any kind of issues I have, it's not a problem to just take the cap apart and fix it. But I know that's not
I've learned how to
shrink
them.
A lot of people.
I've learned how to shrink them and stretch them. I think my most popular video on YouTube is how to shrink a Boston Scally cap.
That's how I found you. That's how I found you.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be honest. If I try to take apart a cap and try to put it back together, I'd be missing pieces. It'd be like a puzzle. I just throw it away.
I mean, you just got to think of it like a car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But much simpler. It's the same kind of process. If you're gonna take your motor out and swap it, you just have way more steps. It's a little different, but the thinking and the philosophy is the same.
Yeah, it's interesting. So it's like you're almost like a mechanic, a hat maker, like a mechanic.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just all relative, really. It's got its processes the same way mechanicking has processes, and until you take them apart and put them together, it's hard to learn to be a mechanic until you start taking some shit apart.
Right.
And then so there's a lot of ways to learn, and there's different panel patterns and things like online, and I see a lot of my friends are learning how to make hats, and I really love to see that, and starting with some of those panels online and then kind of moving into their own stuff like I did. I mean, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you can buy a brand new motor and then just build it piece by piece by piece and follow instructions, but that practical application is not gonna be there from taking it apart.
Yeah.
And before we keep rambling on here, if anybody in the chat has any questions for Mike here or for Zia Hat, just go ahead and start putting them in the chat. We'll start asking those here shortly. And but yeah, so let me just get this straight here, Mike. So the next release is going to be a Pinheads collab, correct?
Yes. Next is Pinheads, and then Buildmaster.
And that's the Tea Party cap.
Yeah, Tea Party cap is up next, and there's only going to be 40 of those, and they'll be through Pinheads.
And then the Guildmaster is through you, though, correct? That's going to be through.
Yes, go back. Yeah, I'm back to work. I do all my own stuff after that, and I plan to have about 100 of those.
Nice.
The same with the mint chocolate chip. The goal is 100. That's kind of what we've set and what we've been able to work towards. We met that goal with the storm, and so I know we can keep meeting that goal as long as I keep my head straight and focus.
Well,
Is that
you're
mint
doing a great
chocolate chip
job.
one, the one with the green paisley and the brown?
Yeah, I was
the
going to
green
ask
paisley and the brown.
Yeah, that one was really cool looking the colors together. The green color was pretty neat with the gold.
Yeah, I was going to ask if we could see that one again, but I don't want to freeze us up or anything.
I understand. That seems like whenever I move, if I move from this spot, my internet just drops.
Yeah, and we're on a heater right now, so we don't want to move at all. We want to keep this table warm.
So Mike, when you do 100 caps, how do you decide how many of each size you're going to make?
Well, I've adjusted that through time by seeing kind of what people have requested. I look at the numbers, and that's why I do the entry form, is because when I do the entry form through the Google form, it gives me all kinds of information. It gives me basically a circle chart that breaks down requests by size, so I can see which percentage of the population is looking for certain sizes. And then I can adjust what I make based on that. Like, so now I'm making less smalls and less 2 and 3Xs, and increasing that large and extra large area. So let's say I'm making 100 caps, I might make 5 smalls, and I might make 10 2Xs, and then I'm going to turn around, I might make like 20 and the medium size, and then everything else I devote to the large and extra large. So really it just depends on demand, and the way I collect entries gives me information on demand, so I kind of know where to adjust what I'm making.
Some of the other hatters that we've talked to said that size 59 was the most popular. Have you found that the case also?
The most popular,
Yeah, for you guys.
Yeah.
It's probably 58, 59, I would say.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah, 58. Yeah.
Mike, you're frozen up. If you can hear us, just froze up. Just go ahead and pause for a little bit.
Yeah, you're freezing up, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's what they said. 58, 59 was like the common size.
Yeah.
And then you got people like Dubs that are 68s. And then
come on now, he's not Rocky Dennis.
Dubs has a record breaking size dome.
And then but I remember who was it that said the last time, was it Chris that said he made a huge one time?
Yeah, Chris from Boosted. Yeah.
Chad, what are you? What size are you, Chad? We're the same size, right? 58?
Yeah, we're both 58s.
Yeah. That's the best size to be in, because you could shrink one, stretch one. Like, so you could get a 57 or a 59, and you're good.
I look for caps on eBay sometimes because you can get good deals, and so sometimes I'll buy something in a 57 because I don't mind stretching it up a size.
He's coming back now. All right,
like those Wiggins, right?
Sorry about that, everybody.
No, you're good.
No problem.
So, I'll do this from home next time where I've got good internet.
Most popular size. What's the most popular size you froze up there? Can you hear me?
Most popular size, Mike. Oh.
He'll come back in a second.
Okay. Yeah.
There he is. Here.
I see you guys, but I can't hear anything.
Yeah, just let us know when you can start hearing us again.
I need one of those little chalkboards that you write on, and I could hold it up.
Yeah, Chris just commented. He's like, yeah, 68 was the biggest he's made. Yep, I remember that.
Yeah. Whose head was that for?
I don't know. Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant. Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Shaquille O'Neal or something.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That is crazy big, man.
And just let us know when you can hear us. Oh, nope, you dropped back out.
Actually, that was for Dubs.
I've enjoyed the show, even with the glitches, and it's a lot of good baseball.
Oh, yeah. It's because,
I love
just New Mexico shit.
Seeing his setup, man. That was worth it all, right?
Yeah, that's my favorite part. Is when we talk to some of these smaller hat makers, just seeing the nuts and bolts of how they do it.
Here's now, Mike.
Yeah, I got you guys again, man. My internet's
Let's see if we can get the answer this time. What's your most popular size that you make? Is it 59?
58, 59, yeah.
58. Okay, cool.
Yeah, right in there.
That's what some of the other hatters have said too. So I was curious if that was kind of true all the way across the board.
Hey,
I found that, yeah.
Merch wise, what all do you got merch wise, man? Besides t-shirts and yeah,
We've got tanks too.
Yeah, I got t-shirts, I got tank tops, I've got pins, shot glasses, I've got nug jars. And that's kind of about where I've started so far with merch.
okay.
Yeah,
that's a bad
got,
right there.
Yeah,
I'd show my nug jar, but it's got nug in it.
Yeah, I hear you. Hey, that's a good shirt, Ant.
Yeah, that's a bad shirt.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's the unboxing I did where I brought my snake out.
I'm wearing the Rabbit Road right now.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Kind of
pretty cool.
The Beatles style. One of my
I'm representing the Gentleman's Roundtable with the South Park shirt.
No, that's the OG. That's the
I got
OG.
the Sideshow
Yeah, that's
Gentleman's
the
Round
OG
shirt.
South Park one. Are we still allowed to sell that?
Yeah, that one never got banned. Just the Garbage Pail Kid one.
So other than the one on Shirt Show, I've got a couple of GRTs on my page, AntOffSunbox.com. I got the Mount Rushmore and the Beatles. And if anybody wants to check that out, and Moose, you have GRT shirts, right, too, on your Redbubble?
I have a few. All the rest is reviews and Moose stuff. But I kind of just sent all that to pretty much Shirt Show.
And that Beatles one is official. You got Moose barefoot on it.
Yeah.
Yes, I got Moose barefoot on it. But you so what? So Shirt Show only has the Gentleman's Roundtable, like the regular one with the pin, or they have other ones too?
No, there's just this one. Just the one I got on.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
They got
so the old school ones like the Garbage Pail Kids and all that, those aren't available anymore, right?
No, the Garbage Pail Kid one, they
I got taken down. Yeah,
we gotta take some of those GRT logos from some of the videos, movies that Moose has made or that Dubs has made, and make some of those into shirts. There's some pretty cool ones there. Like the one where we got the cigars.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
Yeah. That would be
all right, Mike. Shirt. So we got the last question. What was any more questions in the chat for Mike? Go ahead and put them in there, and then we'll ask him here shortly.
Sounds good. I'm here for you guys now. Frustrating internet.
No problem.
It's all right. It's been a great show. We've enjoyed.
Still been great.
Yeah.
Next time I'll go from my just kind of private work area in the basement. I've got a little bit different connection at the house.
It's fine. I'm glad we were able to see the warehouse and everything else. That was pretty impressive. And all those fabrics.
I'm really looking forward to my first Zia cap, man. I can't wait. So yeah,
it should be there in a few days, buddy. It left town today.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing the reviews on that nug cap that you do. That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Send me a message after you get it and let me know how it fits and feels and stuff.
Yeah.
I always like to hear that kind of feedback. Even if it's bad feedback, it's good feedback. You know what I mean? Because I don't know where I'm fucking up if I don't know where I'm fucking up.
Yeah. So, you're getting comments here now. Mike, you're awesome. Keep it up. Mike's the man. I got more Mike comments than Michael Jackson. Holy cow. Yeah. So actually, we Ernesto, we did show a few the future releases. You could just once this loads up, just go ahead. I think I was like right around the 35-40 minute mark, and you'll be able to go back there and see all those new releases. But yeah, I made the Scally Cap. I'm just trying to see that. Hope he has a plenty material for Dubs. So all right, so I know we were going back. You got the Tea Party going to Pinheads, and then you got the Guildmaster from you.
Yep.
And then is a 4th of July cap coming out this year? And what would that be through if it is?
The only 4th of July cap coming out this year is going to be the Tea Party through Pinheads. Okay. I'm not going to put out a 4th of July Zia drop this year. Because I've still got a lot of drops that I want to get done. And so if I spend the time doing that, then I'm gonna have to either push or cancel one of the other ones. Like I'm at the point where I've showed a few times, people have seen the Aztec Gold, and that's one that a lot of people have been asking about and waiting for. And I'm gonna end up probably pushing that one just a little bit longer before I release it, just because I really want to make sure I get the mint chocolate chip paisley out in the Guildmasters and leave myself enough room where I'm not running out of time before Halloween, that I can make more caps than I've ever released for Halloween.
Yeah.
And so that
was actually one of the questions is about the Aztec Gold. Yeah, that was one of the questions on here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Aztec Gold I was originally planning to drop after the Guildmaster, but lately I've been giving it a little bit more thought, and I think I'm going to hold off on the Aztec Gold just a little longer so I can focus on the ones.
I'm intrigued to know what that cap looks like.
Yeah.
I mean, I got it. If you want to see it, it's here.
Let's do it. Let's
the
do
bear
it.
shit in the woods?
I'm going to leave my phone here and not take my phone.
It's the first I've heard of this. Where's this Aztec Gold thing come from? You talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to hold it up like this time. This is the Aztec Gold.
Oh, shit.
There's only
Cool.
a couple of these caps out in the wild right now. George Mantooth owns one, and
Can I say
Dr.
I've seen
Reimer
it?
owns one.
Yeah.
And so
that's cool,
that's where
too.
you've seen this cap. This cap was a cap that I was given away on the Scallywag show, and
I like
George's
that. That's cool.
George's was the winner. And
Yeah, that'd be a good St. Patty's cap, color-wise.
I thought about that for St. Patty's, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to get anything done in time for St. Patty's. I spent
You got a good eye for how you put together these pinwheel caps. I like the
For
way
real.
you do it a lot better than Boston Scally.
Yeah,
That's what I was going to say, because a lot of times
that's no diss on Boston Scally. I'm just talking about my personal taste. I like the way you're putting some of these together. That
Chad doesn't want them to make a video about him now this week. So he had to
they make all the videos they want, man. Negative attention from a big company like that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I know,
and that's one thing too, is I don't want to repeat the stuff that Boston Scally does. That's why you're not going to find a solid black Zia or anything like that. I try to put together stuff that's a little different. I mean, Handstone was a little bit similar, and so I kind of try to move a little bit in a different direction.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be putting the same shit out. Like, why buy a black Zia when you can buy a black Boston, and it's basically they're going to be similar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and
unless you got some kind of really cool black pattern hidden in your mom's secret stash of fabrics there.
I got some pretty cool stuff. I really like my personal one that I like to joke around called the charred nug, which is that black herringbone. Like, I really
is that
like
the one
that
on
one.
the cap that you were wearing?
When
you started?
now? Yeah, it's the one I'm still wearing, actually.
Yeah. That's cool.
This one. And so I do want to. I do plan to do
I like the gold inside of that one too.
A black herringbone duckbill. So that's on my agenda, as a black herringbone duckbill. Yeah, we don't see a black herringbone duck anywhere else. So, I want to make sure that's something that I would like to do.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, yeah, and it's. I'll be honest with you, Mike. I knew you're a cool dude. This is the first time we actually met face to face. But your knowledge and everything else. I mean, like when you're talking about the July 4th cap, and you're like about America with a rugged part with a just the thought process behind everything is like top notch. You put a lot of thought into process, and that's something that you'll never see from bigger corporate, because they just want to produce whatever they want to produce.
Right.
But yeah. So from that aspect, that was pretty sweet.
And I think that's why
and your organizational skills are just
that's only here, buddy. Like I'm telling you, in the rest of my life, it is the opposite. But with work, you have to be. Because if you don't,
I'm the same way. My office desk compared to my closet back here is two separate things.
100%.
Minchie said it's the weed.
Plus, I got
All right. Well, yeah. Anybody else have any final questions, final thoughts before we go?
Just looking forward to all these drops, man. It's gonna be really fun.
I wish we could hang out sometime together.
Yeah.
Dude, I would love that, man. I really would, Chad.
Yeah,
Zia
I think you'd have a good time.
I would.
Zia meetup.
Wait, one more question here. I got
somebody posted something about that.
How heavy is the mint chocolate chip cap? Is that like a summer type weight? What kind of weight?
That's a good question. This one is kind of like a midweight because you got the cotton and it's stabilized. I do that. And then also, but the corduroy is just a little bit thicker. It's not thick like a wool, but it's a corduroy similar to what's on the Storm. So I would say the weight on this cap is going to be about what the weight on the Storm is. That's the only way to really describe it.
All right. And what were you saying, Ant?
I don't remember, but the weight on the Storm is a good weight, though. I can tell you that. I know what he's talking about when he talks about the weight of the Storm, and the weight of the weight of this has some weight to it too. That's the thing. Like when you get the Boston Scallion, not to throw them under the bus again, because we all love them, but when you get their 8 panels, like the fabric that he uses, some of them are just so thick. Like he was talking about that one panel and talking comparing to the ruggedness of America, and like you really feel the weight of the fabric that he uses, like legitimate fabrics,
Yeah. I don't limit myself on fabrics. Like I'll use fabrics that your grandma will use to make the couch.
Right. Exactly. You said that.
I don't limit on fabrics.
It's such a special feeling when you get the cap because of that reason,
Yeah, and that's why they have those textures, like the Storm has that texture on those blue panels.
I love that.
And so I like to explore texture in fabric too.
Actually,
and it's all part of that panel right there, and that's all part of the experience. Is like they don't have to always be cotton, they don't always have to be wool. I like to find weird fabrics and use those. I'll cut the couch up and turn that shit into a hat.
I've even heard people going to thrift stores and buying like old wool jackets and stuff like that and cutting them up for that. You can find a lot of cool stuff for cheap sometimes.
Absolutely.
I've actually got one more Zia I can show you guys here at the very, very end that was cut from a flannel.
All right, grand finale. Let's see it.
So this one, my very favorite, and my first good flannel was the Guns N' Roses Vixen. And so I have an extra one that I cut into a Guns N' Roses Zia. And so on the inside of this cap, it's got the Zia, and then it's also got the Guns N' Roses tag from the Vixen.
That's nice.
And so, like, this is mine. You know what I mean? I'm not going to produce this and sell this because, this was kind of like taking a flannel that I really loved and turning it into a hat that I could wear with the flannel.
That's awesome.
Sweet child of mine, I need that. Yeah.
You got it in a 68 for Dubs now.
All right. Again, Mike, thank you for joining us tonight. It was awesome.
Anytime, guys. I look forward to doing it again.
Man.
Thanks, everybody.
For watching tonight. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Yeah. And we'll see you guys next Tuesday on the Gentleman's Roundtable. Thanks again, Mike. Have a good night, buddy.
Anytime, guys.
Take care, dude. Take care,
thank you for having me.
Thanks, everybody, for watching.
Yeah, thank you.
Good night, everybody.
Have a good one.
Take care.
Give it some gas, Dubs. Yeah, punch it. Yeehaw! Let's go! Keep it going! Look, boys, it's Mike from Zia Hatmakers. What's he doing up here so high? Hey, it's the GRT boys. Scally on, bro. Ah! We're going down. Hold on.
Zia on the dome. Yeah, the brim got a mind of its own. Should be airborne, floating thoughts like a drone. In Wonderland, down rabbit holes. Chrome. White rabbit late, told me time at your home. Scally kept it.
Gentlemen's Roundtable is back with a high-flying special. Joining us is the one and only Mike from Zia Hatmakers. It's a roundtable in the sky, folks. Don't miss it. Tune in June 2nd at 7:30 p.m. Central.